Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of F1 2017 career mode. I'm afraid the Bahrain Grand Prix footage was lost, so today we're kicking off with Russia, the Russian Grand Prix. In all honesty, I can't even remember the result from the Bahrain Grand Prix. I think it was a good race, maybe in the points. Honestly, cannot remember. But yeah, on to Russia. We're kicking things off here with first qualifying session. Left it to the end of the session. Try and get the best out of the track. Car performance was reasonable, but it's quite straight line heavy. Heavy reliance on straight line speed at Russia, so the Renault was not too bad, but yeah, still a lot of upgrading left to go. So I'll leave you on board with the first lap.
There's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap, or that's qualifying over for us.
So, round the last corner, still enough time to carry on and do another lap. We've got P12, not too shabby. Looking for a little bit more improvement in the lap time. Car feels a bit unstable in that fast chicane just before the pit entrance. Has done all weekend with this setup really. So 2.5 tenths up in the first sector so far. Three tenths up in the first split. Coming into the middle sector now, this is where the corners start to get sort of fast, but in quick succession. It's important to get the suspension set up right so that you can really throw it into these corners. Onto the back straight, DRS wide open, looking at nearly half a second up so far on this lap. I've got some traffic up ahead, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem because I'd assume that they're also on their qualifying laps as well. Looks like a Ferrari and maybe a Sauber to me. So this is the corner where the car feels a bit twitchy on the back end. The back end just wants to step out on you on all. When you hit those two curbs, into the final two corners, really throw it in. You can run it out wide there and not really lose any time. And across the line for P13 in Quali 1. So back here again, qualifying 2, again left it to the end of the session. Didn't really want to risk putting too much stress on the engine this early on in the season, and the track rubbers in as the sessions progress. So if you're going to do one lap, you're better off doing the lap towards the end of the session anyway. 35-1 in the first sector. 4 tenths off Sebastian Vettel's pole time. Bit of traffic up ahead. Just a Haas car in the way. Should be no problem. We're coming up to it on the DRS straight anyway. But again, I'd assume it's either on an out lap or in its qualifying lap anyway. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Back end just steps out just a little bit too much there, too much for my liking. DRS wide open. Looks like the Haas hasn't got his DRS open. Maybe. Drop it down. Nice little overtake. Run it out wide. Back end just steps out just a little bit, but keep your foot down, and the car brings itself back in. Again, back end steps out in the chicane. Clip the wall. Use all of the available track. That's my advice on this circuit. Use every available space. Run it out when you can. Nice runoff areas. And around the last corner. Over the line. Again, P10. Carry on and see if there's any potential for improvement.
Last lap put you into P10. You're currently in P10.
DRS open. Doesn't seem like the track's going to give us all that much delta time. Still seem to be in the red. So we dropped down to P13 in qualifying 1, so I just wanted to try and see if there was any possible improvements to be made on the track at all. Seems like we're up just a little bit. I mean, if you're out at this point in the session anyway and you've got the fuel, you may as well carry on. No harm in doing an extra lap at the end of the session. Always time to be found. 2 tenths up so far in the second sector. One and a half tenths up the split time. Into the final sector where it gets all nice and twisty. Run it out wide, just a little bit too much. And the back end just stepped out of me and straight into the wall, and that was session over for me. So not too bad there, not a bad qualifying session, but that is session over for us. And yeah, on to the race, I guess. Better luck tomorrow. See what happens in the race. So again, not seeing any of Crofty's waffling beforehand. If you get any of that FOM graphics coming up, you cannot put that online. The video will be taken down, so best just to skip, not include it. Good getaway off the formation. P16 in the end is what we ended up with. Right alongside our teammate, and yeah, I guess just hope for a points finish. Kimi Räikkönen leads the pack round on the formation lap and lined up on the grid, close as you like to the teammate. So it's P16 for the Russian Grand Prix. Let's see what we can do. 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're off. Great lightning start, straight around the Toro Rosso, up into rich mix even though we're a bit low on fuel. Hug the inside line, but watch for anybody on the inside. Nico Hulkenberg's on our left. Everyone seems to have got away cleanly, which makes a change, and dives straight up the inside into the second and third corners. Slight contact with the Haas there, but nothing too bad. Round the long turn 4 and down into turn 5. Can we get Daniel Ricciardo? Yes, we can. Straight up the inside, nice and easy on the brakes. The key is make up all the time in the first lap. Again, up the inside of Perez. Not quite. Had a look, thought better of it. Just the ever so slightest touch with Perez there, lucky not to get any damage to the front wing, and of course running simulation damage, and yeah, even the finest of touches seem to be knocking off the front wing. tuck into Perez's slipstream as we come onto the back straight and hope for a nice toe down into the hairpin at the bottom end. Bit down into the hairpin and up the inside of Perez. Caught him napping there, got great traction off that hairpin. And up into P6, so yeah, there's lap 1 guys. Made some nice progress, 10 places. The key is if you can get a good start, the AI is so timid into turn 1 that, yeah, if you've got nothing to lose, well, why not stick it up the inside? Back of Max Verstappen coming on to lap 2, and I mean they're not pulling away just yet. I mean the top 2 are, the Mercedes and the Ferrari in first and second, they're pulling away, but yeah, keeping Verstappen nice and close so far. He's not building up much of a lead. Vettel and Hamilton fighting side by side, so the 2 Finns are out front. Bottas has got the jump on Raikkonen. Can we get up the inside? Oh, just slightest contact with Vettel there on his back right.
We're seeing minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this worse. Somewhere on the MG UK, we need to stay out of rich fuel mode to manage it. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
So this is where it all went wrong for me. Hamilton just locks up his inside right front tyre, runs a little bit wide as he joins the circuit, just clips my front wheel, and yeah, that was race over. And yeah, you're going to see it from a few different angles now, but there's nothing I really could have done to avoid that. And yeah, race over. I guess, you know, we had a pretty good start, but a poor weekend overall. But yeah, on to better things in Barcelona, and thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today.